Ahem. Hi, everybody. It's been a while, hasn't it? I want to finish what I already have going on over here on Twitch. This is Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, as you all know. I have done a completed stream of this game, the original. It was the very first game I streamed at 60 FPS. I mainly did it to show my friend Drac the Dead Rising series. And then he just kind of fell off, got too busy. Which, shout out to Track Arts. He's a really good guy. Now, what are we doing here what are we doing here on the remaster since we've done everything? Now, I never did properly do a Infinity Mode stream. Hey, Burden. Sorry if I've been away. Just trying to get back into the swing of things. Especially with hours being cut at my work. So, what are we doing back here again? So, I've already 100%ed the Deluxe Remaster. And there's something I've noticed about this game that you can do. And that is, if you were to start a new game or something, you could choose to start at level 1. Now, what's interesting is that you can also choose this same thing for Infinity Mode. So, I just want to try and, like, pose a bit of a challenge. Like, how quickly can you get to level 50 on Infinity Mode when you're just starting at level 1? I mean, it's probably going to go bad, but I love Dead Rising, and I love doing silly challenges like this, so let's just give it a shot. So my goal is to pretty much get the zombie PP bonus books, as well as the photograph books, and then kind of go underground and kind of run some zombies over. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way back. Or not. Hopefully I'll try and not die. Need to get to the Roast Masters. See, yeah, that's the interesting thing about trying to get to level 50 in Infinity Mode, is that you're constantly... Well, that was short-lived. Let's just pretend that didn't happen, shall we? Alright, guys, we know the challenge. We fought, we did it. We just have learned that it is not possible to get to level 50 when starting at level 1 on Infinity Mode. Alright, stream's over. Alright. Okay. Let's be LAN. Now, there is another book that I'm going to grab when we have inventory space. I think it's a book that they did add. There is a book that we can get in Alfresca Plaza called Martial Master. Basically, while you're holding that book, you have access to every single skill that you would gain via leveling. Which I think is handy because a bunch of those skills are really necessary as soon as possible, especially for a mode like this. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab these books, and then we'll head to Paradise Plaza. Doesn't seem to be anyone there this time. That's another cool thing about the Infinity Mode for this. One thing that they did do is the survivors kind of randomize over time, but also sometimes killing zombies and other enemies can drop items. So when you kill zombies, they have a very low chance of dropping food, which is a game changer because there actually was a limited amount of food and everything that you could get in OG. Let's see. We're looking for... Okay, there's that one. Alright, now we just gotta grab the other zombie book. And then we just head underground. Thankfully, there is a car underground, like at the entrance of the underground here. Okay, well, there is somebody underground, so we just need to be wary of that. Worst case scenario is Carlito. Alright, and then right here, Horror Novel 2. Alright, we got all of our books. I do need to come grab the flash camera for the camera. The flash camera for the camera. I meant the flash accessory for the camera. There we go. See, I think there is something I can eat behind here. Yep. Because the survivors spawn indefinitely and zombies and stuff can also drop food now, though it's very unlikely. I don't feel like you don't have to be as stingy with food, because I think I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think like if you played the original, the absolute maximum number of days you could survive was like 18. Like that was as far as food could take you. Okay, so now we're on here. Well, we're down here. Our order of business is we need to... Oh, fuck. That's just my luck, ain't it? God damn it. Fuck! Okay. Carlito is here. I fucking jinxed it. Okay. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck I just hit. Okay, stock up. That's good. Now, another thing that I had learned is that if you get a life up via leveling, it'll only heal you by the block that you gain. You cannot fully heal from leveling on Infinity mode. I need to see if I can grab myself. God damn, Carlito's fucking gunning for me. Nope, never mind. Alright. Yeah, see, with the kill bonus here, though this car's about to fucking break. Okay, we're just gonna get in this. Kinda hurt him a bit there. But yeah, we're getting a... We are getting a good amount of PP. It looks like he broke the front window. I think all he's doing is damaging our truck, but I mean, that's something I prefer that he wouldn't do. I have an idea, actually. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop one of the camera books, because there's a submachine gun here. I want to try and use this. See if we can take him out. I wish I had a queen. This should not work, but it does. Let's see. What else did he drop? Oh, he dropped Quick Step. Like, there's not really any way for me to grab that. I really want that. Okay, there we go. Cool. Whew. I just had to kick it off. On my completed file, I did try to push to see how far I could go on Infinity mode. I got to, like, day... I think I got to 12 days and 13 hours, and then my game crashed. So... I can't wait to see how far people are willing to try and push Infinity mode on this, but the fact that the game can crash kind of sucks. Never thought I'd see the day where Lan Hikari was just driving a food truck to run over zombies.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Taking photos.
Perfect.
But this is the area where you totally do zombie genocider in this game. Because the spawn count, the spawn increase with this being on a much better engine, it's just easier, because like if you just go this far back and come back, look, all of them just respawn.
Perfect.
Sucks we can't get the other photography book. Yeah, I think level 13's good. We can probably do something with that. Well, unfortunately, spoiled meat only heals 1. But I mean, like, it's something. And it's not as bad as randomizer. Randomizer is awful because you drink that once and then suddenly for like fucking like 15 minutes. One thing I like is how you can take vehicles inside of the mall now. Speaking of, I started going to the gym now. Though I mean, I still have a long way to go. I'm trying to go like once a day for at least like 2 hours. Like 2 hours a day. That's what I'm trying to do. Now, one other thing they did do for Infinity Mode on this remaster is after I think like day 2 or 3 is when like there'll be the raincoat psychopaths. Yeah, it has durability. The durability is the blue bar that's underneath the item on the menu on the top right. But yeah, the yellow raincoat psychopaths and the special forces will start kind of roaming around, I think, like after day 2, so we gotta try and power ourselves up as much as we can. Alright. Okay, I can at least take this. Let's see here. I don't know what time intervals that like survivors kind of like swap in and out. I hope someone makes a level 1 mod for this game. I would love to do that. I would love to try this on level 1. Like just level 1, like you can't gain PP, but you have like the Martial Master book like built in. Or at least give you the dodge, because I still love doing, like, I'm thinking about how I would do level 1s on Dead Rising 3 all the time, and I loved doing level 1s in that game. They were so much fun. I'm basically stun locking him. I'm trying to anyway. But I know there's zombies walking towards me, and I'm trying to avoid that. Alright. He also had coffee creamer. Beat your ass to death with a frying pan. Get the fuck down. Oh, they actually dropped wine. Fire axe. I see that. Just need at least like one kind of gun for Adam. Nah, I'm not going for 7-day survivor. It's just like this weird idea I had. Fuck! It's just how easily can you get to level 50 starting from level 1 on Infinity Mode? Because I always love doing these weird challenges. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out Dark Souls. It's extremely ballsy, yeah. How about you stop, Adam? Yeah, like I was wondering. I'm waiting for somebody to make a mod. Someone to make a mod that makes it to where you play this game level 1. That would be great. Okay. Yep. I took one of his small chainsaws, so I'll take that. Wonder if I might go underground and just... I personally, I love it. I think it's great. To be fair, there are some things about it that I have, like, slight nitpicks with, like the the voice direction. Not really so much the recasting, but it's just that like some of the voices just feel off and not really synced correctly. Like at the very beginning when Brad's yelling to everyone to like, what the hell are you people doing? He literally sounds like he's just like, yeah, he seems like he's just talking loudly, like close to you, rather than just yelling at a distance where there's like reverb. Yeah, I know. I think the censorship is a little overblown. But to be honest, I see that more as just like Capcom being Capcom. They always do shit like that. And I do know that there is a survey if people are wondering if people want this same treatment done for Dead Rising 2. And I'd say hell yeah. But there's a but to that. I even tweeted to Capcom official, even though I seriously doubt that they're ever going to see that. Take Chrono Trigger away from Square, make it good again. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's that simple. I'm pretty sure that's not that simple. But as I was saying, what they should do, if they do a deluxe remaster for Dead Rising 2, it needs to be like base Dead Rising 2, but it also has all of the off-the-record stuff added to it. I'm talking like Uranus Zone, all the exclusive combo cards for off-the-record, and also all the off-the-record version of Case 5-1 and 5-2. Yeah, they obviously changed it because I bet they thought that that was racist. Some Chinese butcher that's like really big and fat. They probably thought it was racist, but then again, I'm pretty sure like it's kind of interesting how only the people who don't play the games are the only ones that care about it. All right, where am I? Okay, there's somebody at the entrance plaza. Were they? I don't remember. I thought I guess he just seemed Chinese to me, but but I'm probably just being dumb. Was he? Okay. Again, it's been a hot minute. I have already 100%ed this remaster. I've completed every single challenge. 7 Day Survivor was like hella easy on this. I got it on like my second try. I don't know. End of the day, best thing I can say is Capcom beat Capcom. Get the fuck back here. Yeah, I just killed his ass with a fucking golf ball. Small things like that made the game, but yeah. Especially like even the final fight against I already forgot his name. How you'll actually like through the fight you will do like the moves that you learn via leveling. I thought that was amazing. Though they made that fight way easier. They made Kent's fight harder, though. I will admit that. Because Kent will just do, like, on average, like, 2 to 4 blocks of health on you per hit. And I'm like, what the hell? Or Brock. Yeah, that's his name, Brock. I couldn't remember what his name was for some reason. Are you talking... You're talking about the grocery store owner, right? Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, okay. I thought his name was Sean. Yeah, I know. It's really... Look, that's the weird thing about recasting. Like, if you're going to recast or re-record all the voice lines, and with how well they were done, I wouldn't be surprised... Yeah, Sean's the cultist, my bad. Okay, yep, it's Cliff. There we go. Oh yeah, no. You feel bad for Cliff because it's just like PTSD kicks in like the moment he sees his granddaughter just get torn to shreds. I'm not sure. That's another one of those weird changes that I don't know why. Like I couldn't tell you. Okay, so yeah, if you have the books that increase PP, Like, and you go for zombie genocider, you'll be at 6.4 million. I'm thinking the best way for us to get to level 50 in this mode would just be to go underground and just keep running shit over. Whew. So I guess we could talk about things. My work, it's been going good. Hours getting cut, but hell, that gives me more time to get back into the swing of things. But there's this guy at my work. I'm not gonna say his name, but I swear to God, he's probably one of the worst people I've ever worked with in my life. Like, at first I was just like, oh, there's not much going on here. I guess he's working. But then it started getting to a point to where one of my managers at the time was just like, I'm really not liking him. I was like, what's the matter? It's just like, I tell him to do something and he just doesn't do it. And I should have realized that that was a sign. And then, like, I started to see and hear firsthand what kind of person he was. Like, he was basically, like, there was a day where we were having a massive truck that needed to get worked. And he chose to, like, try and call in. Like, he tried calling in saying that he had a fever, but then my boss was just like, he did not sound like he had a fever. And then he came into work with the thermometer showing what his temperature was. And then he got into an argument with my boss about it. And I'm just sitting here like, are you fucking kidding me? And then what would happen usually is that whenever shit needs to get worked and get done, he never does it. And one thing that customers were complaining about him a lot for was the fact that he never bathed. I don't know what this dude's mentality was, but he literally went almost a full month without fucking bathing. And it was so bad. Like, I had to wear a face mask in order to work anywhere remotely near him. But, like, despite all those complaints, he just didn't care. He didn't care until my store manager was just like, hey, you do know that hygiene is part of rules and regulations, right? Yeah, no, it was fucking bad. And then what would happen is that when we were really busy, he would often, like, just go, like, step outside, like, and just, like, get on his phone for a bit. He was on his phone a lot, like, all the time. And then there was another interesting thing that was brought to my attention. That apparently there's a customer who came to me with a complaint. And that complaint being that, like, can you talk to him about this? Because he constantly, like, every time that I come into the store, he's always asking me about having me hire him at my work. Like, he would do it, like, every time that she came in. And I was just like, really? I only saw it happen, like, one time. So I was thinking, okay, he's just being an idiot. But, I mean, I guess I'll let it slide. But apparently it was a continued thing. Like, I didn't know that he was, like, still doing it. I'm like, what? And so I told my store manager about that. And I'm just like, well, I mean, if you're trying to get a job at her place, you're fucking never going to get it now. Where the fuck did that item go that came out of there? That was weird. Oh, it's right there. Okay, it was a frisbee. No wonder it flew high. What's funny is that same lady, when I was hearing him talking to her about, like, hiring him, like, I didn't catch the full conversation, but I did hear her say, like, you do know that talking to me about that while you're working is a bad look for you, right? And I think I only heard him say, well, you have my phone number. And I was just, like, starting to become more baffled over time. And then it got to a point to where he never got, like, any of his shit done. My store manager decided to cut his hours. And then, like, he actually confronted my store manager about it. He's just like, I have only, like, this will give you an idea of the mentality that this guy likes to be in. he went up to him. He's like, "Hey, why do I not have hours?" And he says like, "Well, the reason why you don't have any hours is because you're not productive." And then he just said, "But I'm here every single day." And then my store manager pointed out, that is not productivity, that is attendance. Productivity and attendance are two separate things. And he always kept talking about looking for another job. And another thing that that definitely told me that he was stupid, is that sometimes he would often talk about, like, I should move to California because they have a higher minimum wage. And I'm like, this stupid motherfucker, does he not, like, I often hear people say that, like, does he not know that, like, high minimum wage is only because it's to try and match cost of living? Sure, you'll be getting paid more, but you're gonna be paying a fuck ton to live there. So it's like there's like you literally made like an asinine like point. Finally, it came to a head. It came to a head where just all of a sudden one day he literally just texted my store manager just like, "Hey, I just thought I'd let you know that I found a new job, so I don't need to work there anymore." Like, at first I thought I was joking. I thought my store manager was joking with me. And then he showed me the text. And I'm just like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" Yeah, exactly. And then here's the kicker. He then moved to work at a tire shop that we have in town. Now, the thing is about that tire shop, there's like no fucking air conditioning or anything. And like, and from what I understand, he literally like quit like within like the first 3 days. And then he got a job at a Sportsman that was up on the highway. And then apparently that didn't last long because their rules there are like several times more strict than ours. But then here's the real kicker. Here's the real kicker. He constantly kept getting these jobs, but he kept getting fired or quitting them. More likely getting fired. And then like he had gone through multiple jobs after he left us. But the real kicker to this whole story was that he tried filing for unemployment because of us. So he's also the type of person that because I love the place I work, we're all nice to each other and we all get shit done and we all understand and respect each other. But like to him, from his perspective, we're a toxic work environment. And so he tried filing for unemployment and the reason being is because he got into an argument with the store manager, which I'm like, that is not what happened at all. And so my boss had to call the unemployment people and tell them that no, he's lying. And then that's when my boss told me that like, yep, he's blacklisted now. So that means if I ever see him in the store, I literally have to tell him to get the hell out. I swear to God, he's like the type of person. Like I experienced firsthand what someone who takes everything in their life for granted was like. It was an eye opener, I'll tell you that for sure. Quitting a family dollar for no icy tire shop is crazy. Yeah, that tells you, like, he's definitely the type of person who just like had everything given to him. And he thinks that he's always in the right. He's that type of person who thinks that the world revolves around him. And, like, he's the main character and, like, nobody else really matters. That's the kind of person he was. No, he clearly didn't. He thinks he could probably just do nothing for free. Like, I'm sorry, sir. It's not like that. I worked at Walmart for 6 years. I know how this shit works. But yeah, I mean, it'll be fantastic if I ever see him again, because that means I get to actually tell him, get the fuck out.